everyone, Lisa here from Four City Stitching. I hope everyone had a good week. Yeah, I don't think that he's been very grumpy, so just seeing what he was doing. Yeah, nothing too exciting this week, I don't think. I was off on Friday because it was a PD day for my son. So a little bit of a long weekend for myself. He's literally scratching in the middle of the blanket, so you're not going to be able to get in under that way, bud. Yeah, it's a nice sunny day. We're going to go see Trolls later. Hopefully after I'm done this video, I'll get out for a walk. I woke up with a very sore back from some yard work yesterday, and also I did some weight, like a weight training workout on Friday, so I think that was just a lot all at once. So hopefully I can go for a walk later and kind of work out the kinks in my back. Oh, it's just going crazy. Yeah, so that's kind of the plan for the rest of the day for me. Oh, we did get our flu shots on Friday, my son and I. Now he's kicking the blanket. Yeah, apparently I now get a very swollen arm anytime I get any sort of vaccine. It's fine. It's going down, but it was very red and swollen for the last 2 days. But it doesn't hurt, so. That cat has lost his mind today. But yeah, that has been my week, or my last few days at least. Some good amount of stitching. I do have a knitting finish, so maybe I will start with that. All right, so this is the shawl I made. The proper side. This is, oh yeah, that looks nice and big. This is the shawl I made with the Sampler September yarn. So the mini skeins. So I used 4, 5, 7 of the skeins, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I actually went in order that they were packaged. So it was blue and then the white, but I don't trust myself with a big splotch of white without it getting stained. So then I decided just to do like stripes of white. Yeah, so the blue, the brown, I got green, purple. That is gray, but does have a strong blue to it. And then the red. So yeah, that is my shawl. It's not perfect, but for my first, yeah, see that covers up my shoulders. But for my first stitch with like a fancy yarn, I'm happy with it. Yeah. So that's all done. I could have made it a little bit bigger, obviously. I still have about, what, 5 more skeins of yarn, I think. But I don't know if I would have been able to get, so it's like 3 rows of white I was doing. I don't know if I would have been able to get 3 more rows of white, just because it gets longer, right? The pattern is that it gets longer. And like the colors would have started repeating. In that there was going to be another purple, like a lighter purple, lighter green. There's going to be a yellow, a gray, or like more of a black. Maybe there's only 4 more skeins. But yeah, so that's that finish. So yeah, happy with that. It hasn't been blocked because I don't really know how to do that. But yeah, I think it's fine. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know how to do that. So I am working on a scarf for my son because he requested a scarf. So that is what I'm working on now. I was gonna bring it up, but it's just a scarf. So I'll show you that once that's done. Now he's under the blanket, completely messed up the bed. All right, let's get to stitching. So I did work more on the Prairie Schooler Santa after we spoke, I believe. Yoshi's very squawky today, and I don't know why. He has everything he needs. He's just very grumpy today. So that is where he is now. I added the beard, I believe. Maybe worked a little bit more on his scarf. Snowflakes in. I think that's the main difference from what you saw last week. He's still not done, even though he was my finish up Friday last week project, but that's okay. Kitty litter came out again. So my Dimensions kit. I had a prompt to work on backstitching. And I'm glad I was prompted to work on backstitching because it wasn't fun. So I did about 400 stitches of mainly backstitching. So I'm glad that I was pushed to do some more instead of potentially leaving it until the end. So that cat was already done. So I worked on this cat, a lot on his whiskers. So this cat, his black outline is done. You can't really see. But then I started on that side of his whiskers. Worked a lot on the brown backstitching here. So that really brings out kind of that bamboo-y look of the basket. And then I worked a little bit of brown backstitching on that yarn. But yeah, those whiskers are just crazy. And then I worked on Friday. So as I said, I was off on Friday. I actually got 600 stitches in on my Birds from Bernard's books. And this was pretty quick. So I do have it in Pattern Keeper, and I'm just using, I'm doing it 1/1 on this 28 count Brennan needle fabric. That's really focusing very well. But yeah, that worked up very quickly. And the color I'm using is Plum Shadow by Leo & Roxy. Also worked on More Beach by Hands On Design. So this piece here, the bigger piece. added in some more words here and then started up there. These aren't focusing very well. But that's how that one's coming along. Also from Hands On Design, I brought out the cookie exchange for a few stitches, 100 stitches to be exact. So I added in the teal coloring. Arlo, get out of there. It's not for cats. He's so bad today. So yeah, so I added in the outline for here. Those little cookies on that cookie plate. Now he wants our sign. Boy, everyone in my house is super annoying today. Definitely gonna go for a walk. And then last but not least, I brought out Garden Cat by Satsuma Street. Just gonna show it in here. I'm not doing the sun at the top, just the cat and the flowers. And so that's what I've been working on this morning, mainly the cat. So that's that. I don't know the count of this fabric off the top of my head. It might be a 16 count, might be a 14 count. I did wash the fabric when I got it. I got it from, I think, Value Village, and it was heavily creased. So I did wash it to try to get the crease marks out. All right. Well, that's everything. So I'm gonna go for a walk while this uploads, and then this afternoon we are, as I mentioned, going to see Trolls, so that will be fun. We don't go to the movies a lot, so yeah, that is my plan. So I hope everyone has a good week, and we'll see you next week.